is loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. This is Tony Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Prescott to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So Dak with a completion there, really showing no ill effects from that injury a season ago. Yeah, what do you think your keys are defensively trying to stop Mr. Prescott?
Well, I think any defensive coordinator will tell you, stop his running game first, because he is at his best off of play action when all of your linebackers come up to the line of scrimmage after the fake to the running back, and that allows him room and space to make a decision downfield. So take away the run, and that allows you to drop into coverage and blanket the field.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Prescott yet again. Flush to his right. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's got room. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Play action now, Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Prescott now. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And just 1 tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this 1st quarter. Runs over him. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Jackson. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Trucks over him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing. Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Touchdown! Chuba Hubbard with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A give to Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Kingsley Keke in there to bury him for a loss of 11. 3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Prescott from the gun. Buying time to his left. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. 4th down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Here's Smith to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
But today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here. They go with McCaffrey.
And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Yeah, they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On second down, Elliott once more.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On play action, Prescott. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Now Prescott on 4th down.
That is caught by Lamb.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
52 catches last year for Zeke, and he's had as many as 77 in a year. I think he's hoping to get a little more stability in his offensive line and, of course, at the quarterback position. And if that happens, all of his numbers will go up.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott, rolling to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, when he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. The 40. Past the 20. That's all you got. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey, a guy that can beat you in so many ways. He's a threat to go the distance literally every time he touches the football.
And how about the situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
Now Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Off the play fake, Prescott.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup.
This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run.
Touchdown, Panthers! Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Pollard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this one is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action now, Prescott. This to Jarwin. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Looking to throw. Prescott dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, Carolina.
Christian McCaffrey,
60 yards.
And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Now Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Jaron Kearse in on the tackle.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jackson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
McCann now for the extra point.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 47. Cowboys 35.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Now Pollard. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Here's Prescott.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is McCaffrey. They find some open field here. Gets around him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there.
It's a gain of 32.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.